Hello, and welcome to the GTA On the Move Audiocast. I'm Kevin Elwood. In our ongoing effort to communicate information on GTA, Heat, and Scat to the community, we hope this new monthly audiocast will give you insight and delight from Greensboro's way to move. We hope you had a wonderful holiday and ready to start a fantastic 2020. So now let's get started with GTA News. If you were not aware, your GTA now operates the largest battery electric bus fleet on the East Coast. A recent delivery of 3 40-foot Proterra buses brings the total to 16, passing major cities like Philadelphia and New York. The South Carolina and California-built units have quickly become moving landmarks in the Gate City, with citizens and riders alike admiring the city's embrace of the new technology. The units feature plenty of window space for an open feel and USB ports for mobile device charging. In addition to the daily service providing thousands of rides, the buses have traveled to community events for non-riders, including serving as a warming and charging station at the 2019 Festival of Lights. GTA will continue to monitor their performance to ensure that it is adequately meeting the needs of the system and the people it serves. Are you an expert at solving puzzles and riddles? Use those skills to get some cool swag in the great GTA scavenger hunt. Prizes are hidden around the city on GTA bus routes, and it is your job to find them during the month of January. Prizes include tickets to Monster Jam, WWE, Fabulously Funny with Mike Epps and Gary Owen, Jurassic World Live, and more, courtesy of Greensboro Coliseum. The clues will be revealed on our social media feeds, so make sure to follow us on Twitter at GTA Heat and Instagram at GTA Heat Bus. GTA has partnered with Cone Health to create MedLink to ease access to Wesley Long Hospital. Mondays through Fridays, 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., a free Cone-operated shuttle will meet Route 7 inbound and outbound arrivals at the Wesley Long bus stops on Friendly Avenue and provide transportation to the main hospital as well as the North Elam Medical Plaza for medical appointments, employment, and more. Approximate times are 10 and 40 after the hour. Please note that the shuttle does not have wheelchair capability at this time. More details can be viewed at ridegta.com. Are you a conditionally certified rider on SCAT? Beginning the first of the year, you will need an encrypted SCAT identification card to use GTA fixed route services at no charge. To get the correct ID card, contact ADA Transit Services Coordinator Courtney Rory at 336-373-2166. You can also obtain the ID from the GTA ID office at the depot downtown on Tuesdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or Thursdays and Fridays 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. If you have any questions about the new SCAT ID process, please call 373-2166. The new meeting schedule for the Greensboro Transit Advisory Commission for 2020 has been released, with the first meeting scheduled for Tuesday, January 28th at 6 p.m. The commission generally meets the fourth Tuesday of each month in the GTAC meeting room at the GTA administrative offices and is attended by city public transportation staff, contractor staff, and the city council transit liaison. Riders and the general community are invited to share concerns and ideas with the city council appointed commissioners. It is your transit system, and the commission is always eager to hear from you. And speaking of the GTAC, today we are honored to have the chair of the commission, J.D. Gallion. Hello, Chairman Gallion. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing well. We want to let the audience get to know you a little bit first. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'd love to. Yeah, my name is J.D. Gallion, born and raised here in Greensboro, graduate of Page High School. And I, grew up here, and Greensboro's been home for as long as I can remember. So fortunate to have had family. I guess my parents grew up here. So Greensboro is, I guess, the place for me, is what I'll say. But yeah, I live here in Greensboro. I'm married. I have my wife. We recently, in October, celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So so far, I'm really enjoying it, and I hope she would say the same. But yeah, so I live live here, obviously, and I work at Lincoln Financial. And so I'm up in the big building that's lit up most evenings downtown. And I guess what I really like to do is not only serve people in the capacity of the GTAC, but I also really enjoy working with youth at my church.
Okay.
I actually coach our high school church league basketball team. And so I really enjoy that in sports of all kinds, whether watching it, playing it, coaching it. It's really a passion and a lot of fun for me.
Well, it sounds like you have a very full life, and so we really appreciate you taking the time to serve on the commission. Now, of course, your last name, Gallion, that may sound a little familiar to people in the Greensboro community. Can you tell us why?
Sure, yes. So the Gallion Depot downtown, which is named for my grandfather. I myself am also named for my grandfather, J.D. Gallion. James Douglas Gallion III is my name, and my grandfather, Doug Gallion, served on the Greensboro City Council, elected to that, was also elected as a county commissioner for Guilford County, but the state DOT sought to name the depot in downtown Greensboro after my grandfather due to his service on the board for the Department of Transportation for North Carolina.
Well, yes, that is correct. I know that he was instrumental in getting funding for a lot of transportation projects in the Greensboro area, not just public transportation, but roadways, sidewalks, things of that nature.
That's correct. One of his dreams was, or I guess his dreams surrounded with a lot of other people, was the urban loop that we're now a year or two away from seeing it fully realized and finished. And so he played a large role in that, as did many others. And so he was very proud of the work he did for nearly 20 years with the State Department of Transportation.
Well, that is great. Yes, that is a great honor to have named the Southern Railway Depot for him. So I see that you are pretty involved in the community as well. What pricked your desire to serve the community, and specifically on the Greensboro Transit Commission?
Well, I like to say, service is in my blood. My father has served on a number of commissions and boards throughout Greensboro and involved in the church as well. And my grandfather, I guess, instilled in both my father and his sister that service to the community is important. And this community provides so much, not only for my father, my family, my wife, and myself, but it gives more than we could ever give back to it. And so it was not only a value, but an expectation to give back to what has given to you. And so that's where it was just very natural for me to want to give back.
Well, that's a great benefit for our community. Now, you are the chair for the GTAC, the Greensboro Transit Advisory Committee. So what do you see as the biggest accomplishment by the GTAC in 2019?
2019 has been a big year for us. We initially started off as the GTA, the Greensboro Transit Authority, and we've now transitioned from the Greensboro Transit Authority to the Greensboro Transit Agency, which is in part governed by the Greensboro Transit Advisory Commission. And so we were a new entity that was established this year by the Greensboro City Council. And the majority of our work has been establishing the ground rules and helping bring new members up to speed with what we do, how we function. And so we've had elections, we've established committees, we've established and drafted bylaws that govern our advisory commission. So it's been a lot of, I'll say, housekeeping items, while also trying to working with staff to learn more about our community and how we can improve transit.
And so, of course, we're now at the start of a brand new year. And so in 2020, what would you like to see the commissioners pursue in the next 12 months or so?
We have a lot on our plate, and I think that we are very well equipped with the members of the board to, respond and answer the call to a lot of the questions we have. Some of them involve route changes, but what I think we really want to do and should do is try and grow the ridership. We have a strong system in place with what we have that can really serve a lot more than what we are right now, especially in terms of fixed route. And so I think our goal should really be expanding the ridership and engaging with those riders. And that's finding not only creative ways to market, like you obviously work very hard on, but also just trying to find new ways and better ways to continue to connect with riders and appeal to new riders and say, hey, this is an easier, cheaper, more convenient option for you. To taking the bus can solve some of the issues you have with trying to find a place to park downtown, or if you're going to the shopping center, traffic is bad, somebody could bump into your car, or it's just an easier, convenient way, and we want to make sure that everybody in Greensboro knows that and wants to ride on our buses. I mean, we have 16 brand new, beautiful electric buses, and we want to make sure everybody sees how great these are.
GTA has always tried to stay in the forefront when it comes to the latest technology to benefit both our choice riders, people who choose to ride public transportation, and the non-choice people who ride because they don't have any other option. We definitely want to reach out to both of those groups and see how they can benefit from some of this technology. The electric buses, of course, we have the largest battery electric fleet on the East Coast, from what I understand, and even the buses themselves having the capability for people to charge their mobile devices on the go. Basically it just helps to reduce the hassle of commuting every day.
It definitely does. I've found, working downtown, parking is not always easy, and I drive a large truck that doesn't really fit in a parking deck. And so I've taken the bus to and from work on a fairly regular occasion, and that is a lot easier for me. I just sync it up with my schedule, and I know I've got to leave a little bit before 5 so I can make it to the depot to head on home. But it's really something where, like you said, for choice riders and non-choice riders, we have a lot of good, strong options in place, and we're hoping to continue to improve those lines of communication with our ridership.
Well, that's great. And one other item our riders, I am sure, appreciate is having the live bus tracking app that they're able to download, and so they don't have to spend a long time waiting at the bus stop. They can literally on their phone see when the bus will be arriving, how long until it will arrive at their next bus stop.
That's right. And with the technology is just continuing to improve, and it's just another example of things that the Greensboro Transit Agency has done to improve ridership experience. And so I think that our advisory commission is, again, well equipped to deal with these, embrace some of the technological innovation that's been taking place, and hopefully implement those to just create a better overall riding experience for 2020.
Fantastic. Well, are there any parting words you would like to share?
Well, I just love to thank our riders. That's one thing that sometimes is overlooked and sometimes is not, but we really appreciate those who ride GTA. We think that it is, a great way to get around a busy city. And so I want to thank our riders and thank my fellow advisory commission members for their time that they put in. And it's more than just a meeting. It's reading and studying and even it's daily articles about changes in transit across the country. And so we have a lot of really smart, good, well-meaning people who love to serve, and they have a servant's heart, and I think that's what's important. But also I'd like to thank you, Kevin, as well as the rest of the GTA staff for all that they do, because again, a bus system wouldn't work without GTA staff and our third-party contractor staff as well.
Well, we appreciate that. We really do. So thank you for joining us today. So we wish you a happy holiday, and we're looking forward to that brand new 2020.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Kevin.
On the road ahead, everyone loves a parade, including GTA. Look for us in the annual Martin Luther King Jr. Parade on Monday, January 20th. Also, February is right around the corner, and GTA is proud to announce the return of the Black History Heritage Ride. Our familiar Heritage Ride bus will feature updated interior images of important people and events in Black history. People of many races who give us all the opportunity to ride with pride. The bus is also available for on-site presentations during the month for Greensboro school students in 6th through 9th grades. Educators can visit ridegta.com for more details and a request form. So that wraps up this edition of the On the Move Audiocast. Please join us next time, and remember, the way to move in Greensboro is GTA. Bye-bye now.